today we are talking about why buying a high-end gaming laptop for AI is a scam. If you are a student who wants a career in AI and machine learning, you have likely been told that you need to spend a lot of money on a beast of a machine to survive. This is the standard advice in every tech circle. Get an RTX 4050, get 32 GB of RAM, or you won't be able to train your models. It's the safe choice. It's what the influencer says, and it's what your senior bought. But the reality is buying that laptop won't just waste your money, it will also harm your ability to get hired. I've analyzed the daily workflow of a machine learning engineer, and I've also done my masters in data science, AI and machine learning, and the data proves that buying a powerful local GPU early on can actually make you a worse engineer, not a better one. I'm going to show you the actual time breakdown data from the industry that manufacturers like the Asus or Lenovo are aggressively trying to hide from you. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down. We will look at the CPU misconception, the dangerous learning versus production gap, and finally I'm going to give you a mathematical sweet spot for the exact laptop you should buy to save 60,000. So let's get started. Now before we look at the specs, we have to look at the psychology versus reality regarding your time. An expectation is that an AI student spends 8 hours a day training neural networks, watching a progress bar. The reality, you barely touch the GPU. 70% of your time is data engineering. You are cleaning messy CSVs, fixing missing values in pandas, and normalizing data. 20% of your time is debugging. Do you know what hardware runs 80% of that work? Your CPU. And finally, the 20% is what your GPU really do. A one lakh gaming laptop sits at 0% GPU utilization for the vast majority of your day. It's like buying an expensive sports car just to get stuck in a bumper-to-bumper traffic. You paid for the engine, but the roads are limited, which in this case is your data quality. Even when you do hit that train button for remaining 10% of your time, you don't sit there watching it. You go get a coffee, you read a paper. Whether the model takes 5 minutes on an RTX 4070 or 15 minutes on your budget GPU, your productivity didn't change. So if hardware isn't the bottleneck, what is? It's a legitimacy trap. You buy an expensive gear to feel like a real engineer, but the real engineering isn't about raw power, it's about optimization. But there is actually a much darker reason to avoid the high-end laptop. Even if you could afford the speed, but having that power locally creates a dangerous habit that recruiters can smell from a mile away. This is learning versus production gap, and this is the point that determines will you get a job or not. In college, your goal is experimentation speed. You want to iterate fast. A gaming laptop is great for this. But in the real world, the goal is readability and scale. When you have a powerful RTX 4080 laptop in your backpack, you get lazy. You start writing your code only on your machine, and you start relying too much on the local environment. You never learn the things that can run on internet. Professional machine learning engineers don't train on laptops. They train on clusters. If you show up to an interview and say, I trained this model on my laptop, nobody cares. But if you show up and say your laptop was too slow, so you learned how to set up a remote training pipeline on Google Colab using the Docker, you will get hired. The struggle of having a worse laptop forces you to learn the enterprise skills, cloud computation and optimization. That's actually what pays high salaries. The gaming laptop is a crutch that stops you from learning how to walk. Now I know switching from a local code to a cloud architecture is terrifying. That's why I put together a student to pro cloud checklist. It's linked down below. It lists the 5 tools you can use to improve your efficiency on the cloud hardware. So you can stop relying on a local hardware. You can work anywhere on any type of laptop, even if it's a cheap one. Grab that if you want to future-proof your resume. So we know CPU does most of the work, and relying too much on your local GPU can make you lazy. But let's be real, you are a student, you want to play games, you want to edit videos, and you also do need our local GPU power. So where is the mathematical limit on your desire? I'm going to tell you the exact key things so it can help you get the best specs without getting ripped off. Let's look at the benchmark for a standard ResNet training run. CPU only takes 45 minutes, RTX 3050 takes 5 minutes, and the RTX 4070 takes 3.5 minutes. Do you see the math here? Going from CPU to an RTX 3050 gives you a 9x speed boost. That is really transformative. But going from an RTX 3050 to 4070 costs you 60,000 extra, but only save you 90 seconds. So the RTX 3050 or 4050 is the golden sweet spot for Indian students, priced between 60,000 to 80,000. This laptop handles 100% of your graduate homework and also allow you to edit 4K videos and let you also play games. The marketing wants you to believe you need 8 GB or 12 GB of VRAM locally, but you don't. For massive models, LLMs, even an RTX 4090 isn't enough. You need 4 of them. So for the biggest stuff, you have to use the cloud anyway. For the smaller stuff, the RTX 3050 is more than enough. However, there's one massive trade-off you have to accept before you go this route, and it's one advantage that thin and light laptop users have over us, and it's the battery life. If you buy any gaming laptop, budget or premium, you will be connected to the wall most of the time. A gaming laptop can only get you about 3 to 4 hours of battery life. If you're a type of student who need to code in the library, in the cafeteria or on the bus, a gaming laptop will make your life horrible. So if you don't want to accept this problem, you use Google Colab. Colab gives you an RTX T4 GPU, which is much better in comparison to the RTX 3050 for free in your browser, and Kaggle gives you 2 T4 GPUs for free. So your choice isn't the fast laptop versus slow laptop. Your choice is heavy laptop attached to a wall versus light laptop using the cloud that you can use anywhere. So let's wrap this all up. The AI laptop marketing is designed to exploit your fear of missing out, but now you know the reality. So most of your time is CPU bound data work. Relying too much on the local GPU kills your motivation to learn cloud skills. The RTX 3050 4050 is the mathematical limit of the value. You don't become the great artist by buying the expensive paintbrush. You become great by painting every day. So save that 60,000, invest it in cloud certification, open AI APIs, or just save it for your future. Because the engineer who know how to optimize a $10 cloud bill will always be better than a student who got a 1.5 lakh laptop just to play Valorant. So that's it for the video. If you want that cloud checklist, it's linked down below. Don't forget to like this if this saved your money, and also make sure you do subscribe to the channel and hit on notification bell so you won't miss any of my future video. So this is Avnish, and I will see you in the next one.